love to hate. Andrew Anderson spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over like me. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free.
welcome to Villains, the podcast. It's going to be a great show, man. I put this together all week. Last week, we kind of hastily threw it together. Unfortunately, I'm really sick this week. Emily's really sick. She's asleep back there. I don't think she'd be happy being on camera, so we'll turn it just a little bit. We got a big show next week. I will have an entrance for one of our co-hosts now. So while we're waiting on that, welcome, Terry. Is that a dig at Chris?
I think Chris is near.
He'll be here in a second. All righty. So one more guest, and next week I promise you we will have her an intro. I've already set my alarm for my lunch tomorrow at work to remind myself to make it. But Christina, how we doing?
I'm doing great. How about y'all?
Good.
Very good, thank you.
Good.
I'm glad you're feeling better, and I'm sorry that Emily is sick now, so I hope she feels better soon.
Oh yeah, me too. And she had to work today too. It was awful.
Oh.
But she's good. She's feeling a lot better. She ate today. Which is really cool, by the way. We already got 17 people watching, man. This is gonna be a fun show. Gosh, and I know Christina don't know much about wrestling, but just real quick while we wait on Chris, who do you? We'll start with Terry. Terry, who do you consider the greatest professional wrestler of all time?
I mean, shouldn't really be for debate too much. Like overall, I'm going off the impact that they had on the sport and what they meant to it. I got to go with Hulk Hogan.
Okay. No crazy talk at all. Christine.
I'm gonna get crazy talk for this probably, but I mean, I don't, like you said, I don't really watch it. I did watch some of the Royal Rumble like this past weekend,
It's
like,
good.
and then I watched like a few of the Summer Slams that people have talked me into, and I mean, I don't know about of all time because, like I said, I don't watch it, but for me, like, I like Roman Reigns. Like, I love him.
So I'm a huge Roman Reigns fan.
I
Terry,
love him. I don't know.
I mean that is for sure crazy talk at this point in his career, but um, I
From
am
the
a
point out in my history of watching it, like, so I can't really talk back on the older ones, like, because I don't really know.
but I will tell you, I am a huge Roman Reigns fan, and I told them because he's even in the chat. I was very happy when Roman Reigns won it. I thought that was the right call. He was the biggest star in that match. That's where you and I will agree. He definitely was the biggest star in that match, and that shit was really cool to watch him come back and win it like that. Because, and I didn't watch wrestling for 20 something years. Okay, be right back. For 20 something years, I didn't watch it, and maybe even like about 2.5 years ago, I'm watching Royal Rumble, and I'm talking to James and my son and all that. 3 years ago now, I guess. And I watched it, and they're like, "You should watch WrestleMania." And I'm like, I don't know. But I ended up watching it, and I ended up watching Royal Rumble and WrestleMania now 3 years in a row. Well, this year will be the third year in a row I'll watch it. I don't watch any other. I don't watch it throughout the year or nothing. But the whole Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes won 2 Rumbles in a row. Reigns beat him first. He finally beat him, and now Roman's got, he's been out of it a while. Now he's got his. It's just good storytelling.
It's just great for him what he came back from. I think that's why I think I like him so much because he's been sick and like it didn't even stop him. Sometimes that would stop anybody in almost any sport.
I think he actually beat cancer twice, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he had it twice, and I'm just like, dude, you gotta love him. And not just because of that. To me, he's a great wrestler. I just don't really care for wrestling because of the script of it. Like to me, I like competition. Like I'm not saying they can't wrestle or they're not athletic. I'm just saying it's like it's scripted. So and then even some of the props that they use, but then people have died while during wrestling matches, and so I mean
Well,
they really do get hurt and they put their lives at risk. But
I would tell you it's no different than any other TV show, though. It's just a story, and there are risks. Owen Hart died in the ring, and all that draws got
yeah,
he got what do you call it? He became paralyzed, but no different anywhere else. Brandon Lee, remember he got shot on set. That there's risk in anything you do with that, because when you're famous like that, especially, like, you've got to
yeah.
watch out for mean people, because it's even worse for them. Give me 1 second.
And if it was a competition, Rey Mysterio would dominate everybody anyway, so it wouldn't be
No, it
fair.
wasn't. Crazy
Hey,
talk.
that dude that was in the Royal Rumble, he was pretty young. It was something like Levon Bell or something like that. I thought he was pretty good for his age. Like, I
I
think
know what you're
he's
talking
fun.
about.
Who?
You know, he was really young. He was like 21. It
I
was
think
like
it's
Levon Bell or something like that.
Davion Bell or
He
something like that.
he
I
was
have to
like in
look
the
it up.
last 6 or 8 standing. I can't remember. He had the all red on.
He's like a
He's
freakishly good, like
skinny.
very agile, high flyer.
Yeah,
He's
like
like
a
a
Rey
young, exciting
Mysterio,
guy to
but
watch.
without a mask. But he can do different moves. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Rey Mysterio itself is crazy that we would even bring him up. Absolutely
So,
terrible.
let's talk about Batista. I love his acting.
And I will tell you, I got AJ Styles all time
Mhm.
over a lot of people, man. I got AJ Styles all time over Sting, and I know a lot of people are going to say that's crazy talk, but he was just better all around. Ring, mic, entrance. Well, I don't know, man. Sting's entrance from the ceiling was pretty cool, so I guess I give Sting that one. But anyway, can't wait on Chris forever. So before we go there,
Yvonne Evans, that's the name.
we're going to do our FAFO. So
Mm-mm.
So what's
What an
even
idiot.
funnier about this is I know the backstory, because we used this video a year or two ago on one of our FAFOs. So what would happen is that's all private property. So there's the road that they're coming down, they're going through is private property, and they use it to cut through or whatever. And the owner had asked the police to come help. And of course, the police, I guess, said it's not, they can't patrol it all the time or whatever, said they can't really do much about it, unless they catch them, same thing. So he went out and he put a dull yellow a car stop there because it blended in with the evening sun when they were doing it.
That's
He's
evil,
really
but
good at.
genius. That is great.
It's
It's
really
like you
good.
needed the Ballard. I know that Ballard was deep into that ground.
Because a lot of people were asking, because I saw the original guy's video, they were asking, like, hey, why are these bicyclers not noticing this big bar coming across? And they painted it exactly what it would have to look like, where you can't see it in the evening sun coming over the house. I mean, like, he put a lot of thought into that.
It's like the end of Wrong Turn 5 when they thought they were gonna get away on the snow ski and like they make it to the credits and then their heads get chopped off in the middle of the field because there's this wire and the sun is so bright that they can't see it and they die. So everybody dies. So it's like, when are they ever gonna make a Wrong Turn movie where someone survives?
I've
Anyway.
not seen any of them. I can't watch horror movies. I have to be careful what I intake, even music. Like, I know a lot of times people ask me, like, I never heard it, and they're like, "How can you never heard it?" Well, I have to be. I'm very influential when I'm sleeping, and certain songs I listen to, movies I watch, and I just don't need that in my brain, so I don't watch them. So, but I guess Chris's dial up is still going really, really slow.
Hmm.
So what we'll do is we'll just answer the basic question first, Terry, and then we'll go to something else. So go ahead, Terry. Which one for you?
For Friday night, I'm going to Buffalo Wild Wings. Or are we doing the one per row thing?
No. It's just answer the question. On a Friday night, you go anywhere you want. Money's not an object or whatever. Where are you going?
Going Buffalo Wild Wings.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo Wild Wings, both of you.
Yeah.
Yep,
Oh,
definitely.
I love Wild Wings, man. But all right, so these are probably my 6 most favorite restaurants, which is why I put them on here.
Oh.
These are my 6 favorite, man. So that you don't understand how hard this is for me and how hard the next part is going to be for me too. But I guess if I go anywhere I want, and we're not talking about money's not an object, but like you don't have to wait or any of that too. You know what I mean? I think I'm going to Cracker Barrel. But we'll get. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I don't know though, man. I love Red Lobster. I don't know. I'll go Cracker Barrel. But we'll get deeper in the explanation in a second. So, pick one per row, Terry.
so I'm probably going to get crazy talk. But hear my explanation why. So if I'm getting rid of one because it's a Friday night, I'm probably getting rid of Cracker Barrel because I don't usually go there for dinner. I've only been there for lunch or breakfast.
That's crazy.
All the other places I like going there for dinner and stuff. I don't even know if I've even been to Cracker Barrel during dinner, if I'm gonna be honest with you. So I would get rid of Cracker Barrel just by the fact that it's almost like any other time, like Sunday morning or Saturday morning, I would go there.
Alrighty. Second row then. But we're not eliminating, we're picking. So I mean we know what your next part is gonna be.
Well, I thought we are just picking one and one.
No, now we're picking one per row.
Well, I guess I would, if I'm getting rid of one in the second row, I'm getting rid of Romano's Macaroni Grill.
Okay, we'll do it backwards. No worries. Christine, eliminate
Oh my
one
God.
per row.
I'm so okay. Now we're eliminating. Okay.
We'll come back and we'll pick one per row. But Terry got us all out of whack. But we'll just go reverse this time. No worries.
You
We're waiting.
started it. You ruined the trend.
So eliminate Cracker Barrel. Easy choice. Macaroni Grill.
That's a
Eliminate that.
whole lot of crazy talk from y'all. All right, so Cracker Barrel has clearly disappeared. No, it really just depends on what my mood is, which one I'm gonna pick on a Friday night. Right now, I'm just craving Cracker Barrel. Like they got fried chicken. They got this they got the shepherd pie skillet now, man. That thing's amazing. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and eliminate Applebee's here. I like Applebee's a lot, but it's the inferior one on this row. And on the middle row, I'm going to go ahead and eliminate Buffalo Wild Wings. If I was grabbing them and going home, that's one thing, but like it gets really loud in there sometimes, and I don't really like being around a lot of loud people who are drinking. So I'm going to go ahead and eliminate Buffalo Wild Wings. But I do love their food. I love to go. Like when we get, if we go for lunch or something, it's not busy, but we'll grab them to go and bring them home and eat them. I love that. Now, Terry, pick one per row.
All right. Well, I mean, we already know what I misunderstood and everything. I'm picking Applebee's for the top row for Friday night and Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't mind the noise too much. I figure James isn't around drinking near me, so I should be fine. My eardrum should be fine. So,
Damn.
yeah, give me those two.
Oh, alrighty. Christina.
I'm gonna go with Applebee's and Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay, Applebee's and Buffalo Wild Wings. No, I mean this really is no crazy talk to me. These are 6 of my favorite restaurants. It's just preference, whatever at this point. So I'm gonna go with. I know I just picked Cracker Barrel overall, man, but I really love Red Lobster. Gosh, man, there's really just depends on what mood I'm in. I picked Cracker Barrel overall, so I'm gonna go with Cracker Barrel now. On the second row, I'm gonna go with Chili's, man. I love Chili's. There really anything you get at Chili's is great. The only thing that pisses me off about Chili's, y'all, is they used to have these shrimp tacos. Those motherfuckers were so good. They took them off the menu. I was pissed off. Those are my favorite. They come in the little holders and they're soft shell and they're lightly cooked where there's still kind of a little flour. Man, that shit is so
I like
damn.
their fajitas. Chili's
Yeah,
fajitas are awesome.
I love
fajitas,
their Southwest egg rolls.
Southwest egg rolls are
Oh, those are
amazing.
good.
The
Their
ribs
hamburgers
are
are
good.
good. Their fries. I love Chili's.
I do too. Even their burgers are really good. And y'all know
Yeah,
I'm
their
not a
burgers are
burger guy,
great.
but their
Hmm.
burgers are top notch.
Yeah, you can get like that special now. Like, I think it's like a beer or whatever you drink and like soda and fries and a burger and it's like 12.99 or something. It's really good. Their
Yeah.
burgers are great.
And or you can go with you and your significant other or whatever, $2.20. You get two small entrees, two sides,
Oh,
and two drinks. I mean, not that money's a indicator for me because if I'm hungry, I'm going to get what I want. However, if I can save money, I mean, because a burger, a fry, and a little dessert, that's a lot of food. So
The 2 for $20 deals that they would have.
yeah,
yeah, Applebee's has those.
I mean, I like Applebee's. That's why it's on the list, man. Applebee's is really good.
They're
The
Bourbon Street
steak,
chicken or steak, either one. I like those.
Or the
their
little Nashville hot cheese squares. There's like a mozzarella stick with Nashville hot seasoning.
what
Oh,
about
I don't
the
know if I got those.
what about the kickin' chicken wrap? I'm not a
Oh,
big
I
fan.
love that. I love those.
Those are good. They make a
Their
mix.
wraps are better than the wraps at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yes.
Yeah. Applebee's wraps are the best. Kicking chicken wrap, man, and they got that
Yeah.
spicy Buffalo Ranch type dip or
You can
whatever
get
it
that
is.
one at like when it's like either happy hour or lunch, like a lunch special. That wrap you can get. I would go there for lunch for that, and the drink would be included. I don't know if it's still like that. And then you get like a side with your like fries. I would get it with fries. Their fries are great at Applebee's too.
They are.
Some of
Um,
their stuff's not so great. Like if you drink, don't get their 99-cent margaritas. That's just asking for trouble. Like,
well, I don't drink, so that doesn't affect me at all. I wanted to do my cherry soda meme on here, but I had so many other ones. I guess we'll just roll on. Chris will get here when he gets here.
I can still hear his phone dialing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll make this very clear because we haven't done one like this before. Terry, I want you to pick your favorite movie on this graphic and your favorite movie only.
I would go with Spaceballs.
Spaceball is absolutely hilarious. Christina.
We're just picking the best movie
Yeah, just
overall.
your favorite movie on here.
Oh gosh. Probably would have to go with Spaceballs.
Spaceballs,
Yeah.
fantastic movie, man. I had watched Spaceballs probably 50 times in my life, and I laugh every single time I watch it.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic movie. For me, I'm gonna go Predator. I watched that movie, and so Arnold Schwarzenegger was my favorite actor growing up. Man, he was the action guy, Commando, Running Man, all that Red Heat. Man, he had some fucking killer movies, and this one was my second favorite of all, behind Commando, and just especially when he was in the trap and looked like the alien was coming to get him. He goes, "Get me, I'm here, come on." The alien looks at him, looks up, decides to go around. Like, it even had some comedy in it, and just fantastic movie. Best one for me. Terry, so you know, me telling you to pick your favorite movie on here implies that I'm going to tell you to drop the worst movie on here.
Oh boy. And this is barely because they're all very close. If I had to get rid of one, I'd probably get rid of E.T.
Alrighty.
I can already hear Christina.
All right. No crazy talk to me, Christina.
Getting rid of one of out of all of them, easy choice, Predator.
That's crazy talk. That is full on unnegotiated crazy talk here. But
Mm-mm.
for me,
You
you
think
know,
it was crazy.
I don't have crazy talk. The inferior movie here is E.T. That if you notice the graphic is backwards.
What is wrong with you people?
You see how the graphic is backwards on there? That's a nod to my wife who hates ET more than I do.
Oh man.
I don't hate ET at all. Like I thought ET was a pretty cool movie, to be honest with you. I just like all these other movies on here better. But Emily hates ET with a passion. She says she watched it as a kid and she just messed her up and she just ain't got no time for it no more. But before we let's go ahead and pull this down. So I'm gonna wait and see if Chris can make it before we go into our next FAFO, but that also leads into the segment as well. So we'll go ahead and move on to this. Classic, pick one per row, Terry.
Yep, gotta get back to old ways. There we go. For that first one, I'm gonna go with classic cheeseburger. I think the other ones just have too much with them. Is that middle one? I'm guessing that has chips. Looks like tortilla chips or something in there, or potato chips maybe.
Let me pull the graphic up. You know my eyes suck. The second
there you go,
one,
Christina.
which one?
A crunch burger. Looks like potato chips or something on there.
Yeah, there are potato chips on the insert.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the classic cheeseburger. I think the other two got a little too much going on, so it's gonna be boils down to what I'm gonna eliminate. But yeah, first row classic cheeseburger. Second row, I'm going for sure with the brunch burger. I had many of those in Korea, especially when I had been drinking all night coming out of the club. So that was a lifesaver. And the bottom row, I'm gonna go with the nacho burger.
All righty. Christina.
Okay. We're picking what we're keeping, right, on each row.
Yes.
Crunch burger on the first row. On this second row, chicken sandwich, because that's too much bacon on all those. I don't like bacon. So on the third row, bacon, more bacon. I guess it would be nacho burger because the veggie burger is not happening. I like real meat.
Alrighty. Trying to hear. I don't hear so well either. I'm falling apart, to be honest with you. All right, so on the first row for me, I'm going to go with a smokehouse burger, but I'm going to, when it gets there, remove the bacon off of it. I like the way they drip the barbecue and all that on there, so I'll just take the bacon off after it gets there. No worries on that for me. On the second row, I'm going to go with chicken sandwich. If I have a choice of a chicken sandwich versus a burger any day of the week, I'm choosing a chicken sandwich. I'm just not a big burger fan. So hold on one second, y'all. All right. On the bottom row, the veggie burger looks like it has Italian dressing on it. The The nacho burger actually has tortilla chips on it, and the bacon crunch burger has potato chips and bacon. Like, I'm probably, to be honest with you, not going to eat any of these 3 burgers, but if I had to choose one, I'm going to go with the veggie burger, just because I don't think I want to eat potato chips or especially tortilla chips on my burger. So, but you know how the game's played, Terry.
All right, so the first row, I'm getting rid of that crunch burger. Just the simple fact of the chips. Second row, this was probably the toughest row for me. But I would get rid of the blue and bacon burger. Even I love blue cheese and everything. That chicken sandwich does look amazing as well. Bottom row is probably the easiest one. I'm getting rid of the veggie burger. I had my son was born in the hospital. It was like a 7-day Adventist, I think, hospital. There was really no meat there. And so I was having veggie burgers, and I got sick to my stomach the whole 2 or 3 days I was in there waiting for my son to be born. So never again.
Alrighty. Christina.
Okay, in the first row, I'm gonna get rid of the smokehouse burger. The second row, I guess the blue and bacon burger. And in the third row, I'm gonna get rid of the bacon crunch burger.
It sounds like you were going to pick veggie earlier.
I don't like bacon, so it's just not happening. I don't like the smell of it, the taste of it, the texture of it. I don't want it.
Like this.
I don't mind other people eating it, but that doesn't bother me. But me personally, I just don't like bacon.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not a very big fan of bacon either. So on the first row, I'm gonna get rid of the crunch burger. I just don't want potato chips on my burger. Second row, I'm gonna probably get rid of the. I guess I'm gonna get rid of the blue and bacon. Just because honestly, I love blue cheese, but I don't like bacon at all. And I do like eggs on my burger, so I just take the bacon off once it got there. On the bottom row, I'm going to get rid of the bacon crunch burger because specifically I just don't like bacon. So,
or the chips.
Or the chips. So it's just a double whammy of no. So I will eat a sandwich. When I was a kid, when summertime bologna cheese, put some potato chips on it and some mustard, you know what I mean? Maybe some Doritos. I tried it as an adult where it was just like some Doritos, some mustard, and some cheese. Man, I took like 2 bites of that sandwich, and I'm like, man, my taste buds, they not like they used to be. I used to could eat anything.
I still like chips on sandwiches, not Doritos, just regular or Ruffles chips. But like on a turkey sandwich or a ham sandwich or something like that. And I'm like you, I like a lot of mustard. I know people like who live near me and they're like, mustard is so gross. I don't understand it. I'm like, I like mayonnaise too, but I'm not gonna spread mayonnaise on everything I eat.
No, but I love mustard too. I think mustard's fantastic.
It's very great. I actually like it better than ketchup a lot of times.
And pickles are great. Mustard.
No, pickles are better than great. Pickle flavor would be my favorite thing because I have this whole thing of pickle chips, pickle sunflower seeds.
Yes.
I love that shit.
Anything pickle flavor. You can go and get pickle slushies, those frozen slushies at Walmart. They're so good. They're great when you don't feel good, like if you have like a cold or something and you go get those. They're really refreshing when you don't feel good.
Well, I would definitely try it, but we are going to run our only commercial break. So we'll see y'all in 2 minutes.
the one you love to hate. Andrew Anderson, spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast, like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over like me. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. I rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free.
Chris, how we doing?
I'm here. I don't know how well it's going to do, but I'm here.
Alrighty. And we appreciate you being here. So just I'm not gonna go back and do them all. But just real quick, what's the best movie here?
Damn. I gotta go with Predator personally.
My man.
Okay.
Yeah, my man. So you have to eliminate one as well. And Christina eliminated Predator, just so you know.
Oh dear God, how could you?
Exactly.
To be honest, I would eliminate Spaceballs.
Get the fuck out.
Crazy.
That's just my
crazy
flavor.
talk, crazy talk.
I prefer more action. I prefer the down
Because
home
ET
feel
has
good.
all sorts of action.
It does.
But ET is a down home feel good story too.
Predator is
So-
a comedy movie.
Alrighty. Whew, crazy talk. All right. Pick one per row.
One per row.
Friday night.
I'm taking Cracker Barrel.
My man.
I think I'm going to take Macaroni Grill.
My man too. I chose Chili's, but I do love macaroni grill. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Chris
So
has got
not-
less crazy talk than y'all do so far.
So we got to eliminate one too, right?
Yes, sir.
They don't call it Crapplebee's for nothing. See ya. Give me Red Lobster all day long. I'm dropping Applebee's.
I did too. Yes, sir. Chris, we getting along on this show.
And I think I'm going to drop Buffalo Wild Wing.
My man,
wow.
exactly.
I think it's
Y'all
highly
were private
overrated.
chatting earlier, weren't
This
you?
is a conspiracy. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
I just think it's highly overrated.
I just don't like being around all the people, but different reasons we picked the same one. Now, before we move on, pick the best one on this graphic.
Ooh, I have to go with Cracker Barrel on that.
My man, yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's what I be trying to tell them. They said it was crazy talk.
It is.
No, I've been a Cracker
No,
Barrel guy.
my
for
reasoning was-
years.
I never really gone to a Cracker Barrel on a Friday night. It's usually lunch or breakfast. That's when I
Yeah.
always go to Cracker Barrel.
See, that's where you're making your mistake. You go for
Exactly.
breakfast. If you go for breakfast, you're going to sleep because they put sleeping pills in their biscuits. You eat a biscuit, you're going to sleep. You go at
Biscuits
night,
are hot
and
and
you-
hard.
you go at night and get some of that good fish or that chicken or the
Cracker
chicken
Barrel
and dumplings.
Really
Oh my
has
God!
gone down.
You mean the stuff
Their
that's still
food has
available
gone
during
downhill
lunch?
than what it used to be. There's food that you can get at the day that you can get at night. So if I went to Crackle Barrel, I'm gonna order whatever I order in the day at night because that's about the only thing I like on their menu.
Jeez.
So, like,
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. Their food used to be really, really over the top. I loved going there with my grandmother and my great grandmother when I was younger. But where I live, I don't know about where everybody else lives. Their food just is not the same. Like, I don't know why, it's just not. Like, I used to love them a lot. They
Well,
keep changing their menu and getting rid of things that I like too. That's another reason.
so I have been to Cracker Barrel a lot recently. It's one of my favorite restaurants. Have you tried the shepherd pie in a skillet? It's topped with a hash brown crust and it comes with sour cream.
Yes, sir.
That some bitch is good, isn't it?
It is. The difference between that and what my grandmother called slumgolian, it's the same. It's shepherd's pie, basically. The only difference between the two is Cracker Barrel adds the sour cream, and she didn't.
That sour cream makes
Fantastic. Fantastic.
See,
I'll
I
check it
still
out
be
next
trying
time
to
I'm
tell
over
you,
there.
Chris, you and I are simpatico on this show because we still got several more to go. I'm excited. So let's move on to our last FAFO, and it actually transitions to what would you do if? So it had this motherfucker by the mouth. All right.
Yeah.
Chris, what do you do? First of all, you shouldn't be down there. You should be at home minding your business, but you somehow found yourself in said scenario at the bottom of the ocean. What's the move?
Mm-mm.
I'm doing exactly what he did. Go straight to the top.
Yeah.
Yep. Go straight to the top. Get that air on it. Once you get the air on it, it has a tendency not to be as vicious in the air versus in the water. So yeah, I'm doing exactly what he did. I'm going straight to the top and try and get the air on it.
Christina.
I'm doing the exact same thing. Like, I'm going to the top. Like, there's no way for me to fight you underneath water when you can breathe perfectly fine and I can't. So I'm
All
going
right.
to the top and hoping that I can out strengthen him at the top and then hopefully be able to swim away.
Yeah. Terry.
Well, obviously, you want to go to the top, get some air. Then I'm gonna email Red Lobster for some hazard duty pay because if you want any more calamari, you want me to catch it like that, you need to pay me more.
All right. So for me, if I found myself in said situation, first of all, I know me. I have been snorkeling, and there will not be any more snorkeling. It just was not for me. So for some reason, I'm down there and I'm picking up rocks on the ocean floor, and I look at an octopus and I say it's probably a pretty cool idea if I pick this wild ass animal in the middle of the ocean up. So something is already wrong with me at this point. So I'm going to just assume that I'm going to do the same thing y'all did. Just go straight to the top out of sheer fear, to be honest with you. You know how scary that shit would be? Like, you're just snorkeling. You're not scuba diving. You're down there and this shit inks you, and now it's got a tentacle wrapped across your mouth, and it's on the inside of your lip, and it's on your neck. That's a scary ass scenario right there.
He
Uh,
But
lucky it
how
wasn't
naive are
deeper.
you to go into their territory and think that that's not going to happen? Like, you have to be thinking about that at all times, as far out as you are and as deep as you go, with nothing but like, I mean, really nothing to protect you. You have
that's,
got to be aware of your surroundings at all time, regardless. Like, you can't be naive to it
I
in
would
the way
tell
that
you
you like in a situation like that happens. It depends on how calm you stay in that situation too. Like,
that's
that
awful,
guy
bro.
remained super calm. Like, he didn't panic or freak out. He went and did like basically what is I would think would be basic survivor skills.
So I would also like to point out, and I see what you're saying, but I would also like to point out that this guy is probably a professional snorkeler. Would y'all agree?
Probably so.
I'd say so.
Yeah,
Okay.
He
you
was
could
pretty
tell the
calm
way he
about it.
acted. He's been there and done that before.
Yeah, we're talking us. We're just for some reason not minding our own business on the ocean floor, and we somehow get an octopus strapped across our inner lip. Man, no, that's some scary shit, and I don't want nothing to do with it. So, let's move on to the music portion of the show.
Oh my gosh.
Chris,
I've been asking for it.
the best artists on this graphic only, and we have to go completely specific with all of the rules because Terry just jumped and like cut us off earlier in the show, got us all discombobulated. So I'm just
He sure did. He
just
went cray cray.
You're not blaming this one on me.
It was. We're not blaming this facts. It
It was
happens. It's okay
misdirection
though.
from
Yeah, it
giving
wasn't
the
one direction. It was misdirection.
yes. All right, Chris, your favorite band on here only right now. Go.
Nirvana.
All righty. This is I love all these bands. Not equally though. Terry.
I'm gonna go with Pearl Jam.
Yeah, I love me some Pearl Jam. Not gonna
Yep.
lie. Like I said, I like all these bands, just not equally. 72 people watching right now. Shout out.
That's a lot.
Yep.
Christina.
Oh, sorry. I love all of these bands equally. This is like one of my favorite genres of music of all time. So I would have to go with Soundgarden by far. Even that, I mean, every band on here, like, even though some people, even if you didn't listen to this music, you're like, oh, they all sound the same, but it's not really. If you listen to each band, each one has their own.
Hmm.
It's hard to explain. It's just a difference for me. It's a difference in every single band that's on here. Like,
Like they
I
don't
love them
sound the
all,
same. You're saying.
but they're not the same. None of them.
None of them are the same. Like
How's the beauty of it?
this
Not
is
That's
everyone
what I
sounded
love
alike.
about that genre of music because even if it was the same, it's alternative and it was grunge and it has kind of the same sound, but everybody had their own stories and everybody was dark. Everybody was deep and it was sad for a lot of those people. Like,
this is I love it. This is the alternative, the grunge, the punk rock. Like these are so many different genres rolled into one here. For me though, give me that. All right. So, for me, my favorite band on here is STP. I love
I
some
love
Stone
Stone
Temple
Temple
Pilots. I'm half the man. Anyway, absolutely,
Oh God, yeah.
absolutely love Stone Temple Pilots. But
Hmm.
Chris, you know how this game is played.
So I love Pearl Jam. I love the story behind how they formed. You know, just a bunch of college dudes getting together to play music, right? And they hit it big, playing nightclubs. You know, that's how they got their start. I absolutely love it. Loved obviously Nirvana. That was my favorite of the bunch. Unfortunately, they didn't last long enough. in the music industry because of some deep, dark things that were going on in the background. Soundgarden, I love their vocals. The best out of everybody. I'm going to have to eliminate Smashing Pumpkins.
Okay. I completely understand. I do. Terry.
And like we were saying earlier, you could tell when their songs come on the radio, you could tell who was who. Not everyone sounded the same.
Yep.
They each had their own, like their vocalist is what, made everyone different. But as far as this one, I think the one I listened the least to, even though I love them all, I would have to go with Smashing Pumpkins to get rid of them.
Okay. Like I said, not a whole lot of crazy talk. I love all these bands. Christina.
I mean, like I said at the beginning, I love all of them equally, and they're all different sounds. If I was given a choice, or they said, like, say for instance on Spotify or something, they said you can listen to the next four bands, but you can't listen to like out of the five bands, you have to eliminate one. Then I'm going with Smashing Pumpkins. Also, I love them. They're my favorite, like all time, but they're just I can't pick them over some of these other bands.
Alrighty. Believe it or not, this is going to be a clean sweep. I love Smashing Pumpkins, man. If somebody says, "Hey, man, you want to sit down and listen to Smashing Pumpkins?" I'm going to say yes. But over Pearl Jam, Nirvana, Soundgarden, and STP, no, man. They don't belong in this conversation. I made this graphic, so and I tried to make it as easy as possible for me. Because as good as Smashing Pumpkins was, they're not in the same realm as these other four. Just not the case. Chris, so you missed the FAFO earlier. We've actually used this on the show, but it's funny, so I'm going to let you see it real quick.
One way to keep people off your property, right?
Yep, sure is. They learned themselves a lesson. So
I just stop me quick before I say it.
no,
This is what happens when you eat tamales with corn husks.
that's right.
This is what happens when you let former presidents ride bicycles.
All right, ban all bicycles.
So before we move on, we got a couple more. It is Super Bowl week. Who wins the Super Bowl, Chris?
I'm going with the New England Patriots. I think something happened today to Seattle. They say that he's going to play and that he's going to be fine. But Nick Emenworry spraining his ankle today is going to have a disastrous effect on that Seattle defense.
Christina.
I've been Go Patriots for a while now. I just don't think that. To me, honestly, I don't. Like I've said, I think that they're going to be Patriots of like the Tom Brady and Bill Belichick era? No, but this year I think they're just that team. They just look super complete on both sides of the ball. Like I think they're staying healthy. Like Chris said, like I don't know what could happen. Like Seahawks, they're really. I like the Seahawks. They're my two favorite teams this season. So I won't be mad whoever wins, but I'm going with the Patriots.
All right, Terry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Pats. I think the Seahawks have like some key injuries or guys that are gonna try to play through some lingering injuries that are very crucial to Seattle. But I think between the two teams, I think the Patriots is probably the closest thing to a complete team between those two. And I see them getting number 7 if they win.
Yeah, I think it's number
I
7.
think so.
6. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
Alrighty. Not so fast. That's crazy talk. So most people, I mean, we got all these people picking the Patriots. Emma Warry got a small sprain. Of course, former Gamecock. I watched him play a lot. I watched him play way more than any of y'all have. I promise you. The guy's a ball hawk. He's always just been a ball hawk, a very dangerous individual. Even at 80%, still a dangerous individual. That's just the way I see it. And I'm looking at it, and you're like, oh, the more complete team is New England. I don't know how y'all can say that, to be honest with you. I think Seattle's the more complete team, offense, defense, special teams. I think their coach is just as good as Vrabel as well. I think Seattle's the better team, and I think Seattle pulls away with this 24-14, 27-14 type of game, to be honest with you.
So
I don't see the Patriots scoring a whole lot. I mean, that's just my opinion, Chris. And I'm
so
telling
at what point does bad Darnold show up? Because there's a 4 interception game somewhere sitting out there that he hasn't had yet this year.
At the end of the game where it matters the most.
Well, here's the thing, though. I mean, Sam Darnold has not looked like that of old at all this year. I'm the first one to criticize him.
Yeah.
I mean, but he hasn't, though. I mean, he had a couple of tips, and those things happen. But we're talking about the breakdowns of Sam Darnold of the years past. We've not seen that the last 2 seasons. He's been consistent, is what I'm saying, Chris. Instead of like mostly shaky, he's been very consistent the last 2 years, and that makes him dangerous because he's talented. So. I think he does enough. Drake May's still young. That's what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people forget because he's so good so quick. He's still young, and this is a big moment for a young man like that. Hey, go lead your team to a Super Bowl. It's all on you, buddy. That's a lot of pressure. And we'll see how he handles it. But I gotta believe Sam Darnold's in better position to handle this pressure. He's been around the league longer. He's been booed off the stage. He's been kicked off a team. He's built for these. But I just think Seattle pulls away with a late touchdown, to be honest with you.
Be interesting to watch.
I am more excited for this Super Bowl than I have been in probably 10 years, just being honest.
Do they start pulling away before the All-American halftime show?
You know what?
I was wondering if we were allowed to talk about that on here because
we are not allowed to talk about that at all.
I didn't think so.
No. We will.
You got to make a joke at some point, right?
Just a joke. Come on, a nice little joke. Just a little joke.
I mean, you know what? We just steer clear of all of it. I will tell you, the last halftime show I gave a shit about was Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, and 50 Cent. That shit was bad ass.
Yes.
That was great. I loved it. I love Shakira and J-Lo. I thought theirs was pretty great. Like, nobody wants to talk about Janet Jackson and her obvious. I think that with her Justin Timberlake, I don't know. A lot of people say that it was set up. I don't know. Would she do that? I don't know. Like a little mishap during it. Would people do that? And that's great. But did she or didn't they? Like, but who cares? That's what I think about it. Like, do you remember it anymore? No, you don't. You don't even think about it anymore.
Here's the truth, and this is a show for another day. It was 100% intentional. It signaled a culture shift in America at that point. So, but we're not.
Her breasts just look really good. So.
Not getting into all of that. I'm just stating that it was done on purpose because it was symbolic. So we will move on.
Can we talk about our favorite Super Bowl show?
No, we can't talk about
let's talk about our favorite.
Turned it into a different direction, so we're going to move on with the show. I have 3 rules, and we're not violating any of them. So, Chris, the best movie on this graphic.
This one comes down to two for me: either Varsity Blues or Romeo and Juliet, just because it's a classic.
Both fantastic movies you just named.
Such a great story in that Romeo and Juliet. I think I'm going to go ahead and say Varsity Blues, just because it's it's more modern than the old story of Romeo and Juliet, and that's what we're here for, sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where we get our feels at, is in sports. So I'm going to go with Varsity Blues.
Varsity Blues is a fantastic movie. Like, you'll get no crazy talk out of me for picking that. It may not be what I picked, but I certainly understand why. I love that movie. Terry,
Out of these 5, I would pick Cruel Intentions.
Cruel Intentions
That's
is
my
a
favorite out of
fantastic
5.
movie. Just so y'all know, I love all these movies. I guess I should let the cat out of the bag. Cruel Intentions was a fantastic movie. Christina.
100% Cruel Intentions.
It was a fantastic movie.
It's just a great movie, like, for its time period and what that, like, it just gave you thinking about teenagers and like, oh wait, this is what teenagers are like. This is fucked up. It's just great.
What this movie was telling us, and I'm not going to get in this because I want to move on. It was a signal to how things really are in different circles around the world. While we were worried about what cartoon to watch, they were real people like that in real situations, and that's how they acted. And we just don't get into all of that. But certainly fantastic movie. So for me, these, just so y'all know, these are 5 movies that I absolutely love. Death Becomes Her, man, was so funny. I loved it so much. But I'm going with Romeo and Juliet here. I think when they took the old story and put it in modern times and somehow made it work and put the characters in it that they did, and that was a work of art. It got a lot of shit when it came out, but when you go back and you watch it now, it's a work of art. It is a great movie, probably one of the top best movies of all time.
Leonardo, he's awesome, and I mean, even though a lot of people hate Leonardo, he can act. The boy can act at no matter what age he is. He can act
for sure. Yeah, I love him as an actor.
I love him he's like one of my all time, and he's so underrated. Like, there's so many great movies he did. He should have won Oscar for that. They just didn't. Like, Eating Gilbert Grape, like, come on. Like, even if it's not one of your favorite movies, just his character alone in that movie, like how he played Basketball Diaries, like, Leonardo's just great.
Hey, Basketball Diaries is a fantastic movie, but you know how this
That's a
game
great
is
movie.
played, Chris.
So unfortunately, there is one movie on here that I have not seen, and I have to eliminate it just for that sole purpose, and that's The Craft.
You're lucky, and that's not fair
Oh
because
my
we have
gosh.
to make a tough decision. So, out of the 4 that you have seen, eliminate one, Chris. And by the way, do yourself a favor and watch The Craft.
Exactly. Like, I don't even know.
I'm gonna have to say Death Becomes Her then.
Ooh.
And I know that's your favorite, but it was more of a comedy than it was telling a backstory, right? All the others had a backstory. Varsity Blues, this is what it's like in small country towns. This is what we do. This is how things operate in these small towns. Romeo and Juliet, falling in love with somebody that you're not supposed to, and breaking all the rules. Cruel Intentions, this is what it's like for teenagers these days. They all had backstories, where Death Becomes Her was more just a comedy to me.
I mean, all right, so we'll move on and let Terry go, but I suggest you rewatch Death Becomes Her. I'm assuming you haven't seen it since the 80s, like most people haven't. It has a story behind it, but it is more of a slapstick comedy for sure, and I completely understand. Terry,
Kind of like Clue.
Oh God.
Clue's
Not
not
getting
on here.
started.
I know. I'm saying what you're saying
Thank
with that.
God.
With Death Becomes Her. But I have to eliminate one. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Craft.
Yeah. So I mean, anything can be crazy talk to me just because these are 5 of my most favorite movies. So I can't really call crazy talk. You didn't say you didn't like it, which is brownie points to you, but I certainly understand this is a tough 5 square. Christina, which one are you eliminating?
Easy talk right here is Death Becomes Her because, like, everybody has been downing on my Beetlejuice and talking about, oh, it's just not that great. Well, you know what? Death Become Her is not that great. It was like everybody says, it's kind of like a comedy slapstick. I love all of the actresses in it, but it's just not like compared to these other movies. It's just not gonna be one that I would say was the best in the genre at all. Beetlejuice knocks that movie way out of the ballpark for me.
All right, so we have reached maximum crazy talk on the show. Saying that Beetlejuice was a better movie than Death Becomes Her is maximum level crazy talk. It's saying the Golden Girls suck. It's just not done.
I love the Golden Girls. I love the Golden Girls. What are you talking about? That's crazy
Man, I
talk right
love me
there.
some Golden. Anyway, so and like I said, I'm not calling crazy talk. Not because you picked it. These are 5 fine movies, but because you attacked it. So, for me,
I didn't attack it. I just told you I didn't care for it, which is not crazy.
all right. So for me,
I'm
this
thankful they didn't do a part 2. Did they do a part 2? Because I hope not.
no. So for me, this is a hard one. I love all these movies, but I'm gonna have to eliminate Cruel Intentions here. I love the movie, but I don't like it as good as the other 4. I would still watch it right now and enjoy it though. But yeah, that's absolutely it for me. So we got Chris.
Crazy talk all the way around.
I mean, Death Becomes Her is a better movie than Cruel Intentions. Sometimes we have to take our medicine slow. And once again, this is all opinion. I really enjoyed Death Become Her. It's a movie from my childhood, so you get the nostalgia there too for me. And like I said earlier, there was this graphic on there, and it's like who is the best quarterback on here, and it had like Tom Brady on there, so I had to choose him. But Warren Moon was on the graphic too, and I was like, but the kid in me says Warren Moon. One of those.
Who else was on the graph? Who else was on that graph? I didn't see that.
It was on X. I mean, I saw it.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought you meant like on the podcast. Sorry.
No. No. Chris, 1 per row.
Good God. I'm partial to KFC, so I'm going with KFC. Bojangles is easily the best on the 2nd row. And I'm going to have to go with Zaxby's on the 3rd row. I've had Raising Cane's and Wingstop, and other than being spicy, I didn't find anything that intriguing about Raising Cane's, and Wingstop was just kind of bland to me. So I'm going with Zaxby's on row 3.
Alrighty. Terry.
All right, so I'm gonna approach it like they're all spicy because I only order those when I go to these places. First row, I'm gonna have to, with the slight edge, I'm gonna give it to Popeyes. Second row, and you're lucky because I've tried Bojangles 3 years ago when I took my road trip to Maryland. And
38 years ago, did it exist back then? The old fuck?
3 years ago, 3.
I swear you said 3-8.
No. So yeah, 3 years
He went
ago,
all Nick
I
on
was in
us.
Maryland. that one time, it already has a better impression on me than McDonald's and Churches. So I'm going Bojangles. And even though I haven't had in a while, just like Bojangles, I'm gonna go with Zaxby's because the closest one to me is like 6 hours away near Houston.
Oh, alrighty, Christina.
Um, on the first row, I'm gonna pick Chick-fil-A. On the second row, I'm gonna pick. This is hard because I don't like either three of those, so Bojangles, I guess. And then on the bottom row, definitely Zaxby's.
Alrighty. So on the first row, I'm going Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A. Absolutely love it. Second row, Bojangles chicken sandwiches of a few years ago were really good, but they've changed the recipe over the past year, maybe 2 years. I don't. And it's the best chicken sandwich out there. It's better than Chick-fil-A now. Like it is so damn good. So I'm going with Bojangles. That's a clean sweep on Bojangles though. So and on the bottom row, I'm gonna go Zaxby's, but only because I've never eaten the other two. But Zaxby's be nasty as fuck sometimes too. It's like sometimes you go there, it's good, but sometimes, man, that shit's nasty as hell, man. That's why I don't go to Zaxby's. Like you got a 50-50 shot whether it's gonna be nasty as fuck or it's gonna be a good meal. So I just avoid it.
Especially on their wings. Especially on their wings.
Yeah,
Either they're fresh or they're dry as fuck.
yeah. Zaxby's
And
is
all my dogs are barking.
Zaxby's is the most inconsistent restaurant I've ever seen in
Yeah,
my whole entire
definitely. But
um
when they're good, they're great.
yes, that's the problem. So every once in a while you're like, man, I'm gonna go chance it. um but you know how the game's played, Chris.
So I've eaten Popeyes as many times as I've eaten Chick-fil-A, once each. And as much as I wasn't impressed with Chick-fil-A, I was far less impressed with Popeyes. See you later. Go eat some spinach and maybe you get a better chicken sandwich. Um, Second row, you say what you want. McDonald's chicken sandwich do be good, surprisingly. Churches, you're out of here. And on the bottom stop, on the bottom one, I think I just gave it away by saying stop. Wingstop, just kind of bland to me. I wasn't that impressed, but I do have a complaint about this graphic. The best chicken sandwich in all of America is not on here. How dare you leave off Slim Chickens?
Oh
So
my god. Not really. Come on.
let me tell you, I did not make this graphic. So if you do not see the Villain Media logo on these graphics, I did not make them. And I certainly wouldn't have made a graphic with two chicken sandwiches I've never eaten. So
So leave your little slim chickens off here, mister.
Terry,
Period.
All right,
thank you
so
for watching.
that's one of my buddies there.
Thank you.
That's crazy.
Terry.
First row, I'm getting rid of KFC. I love their chicken in a bucket, but I'm not a fan too much of their chicken sandwiches. I like Chick-fil-A and Popeyes. I feel they're more superior.
Okay.
Second row, I'm gonna get rid of Churches just because I don't know, just I like their biscuits, but I think that's primarily why I would go there. I'll just order biscuits and get chicken at KFC or something. So Churches is gone. Bottom row, I never had Wingstop, but I've had their boneless wings. Well, I never had a Wingstop chicken sandwich. Okay, so I've had their boneless wings. Meh. So I'm gonna get rid of Wingstop just based on that. Not this time. We do love sushi though.
I love sushi.
So yeah, Wingstop's got to go for me.
Cool. That no crazy talk there. We'll do a sushi graphic too. Well, I'll probably make one later tonight. Christina.
Christina.
Did we lose her? Alrighty. Yeah,
Did she mute herself?
I like it too. Now she's not on mute.
I don't have. Oh,
No, gone.
Alrighty, so I'll continue on. I'm gonna eliminate Popeyes here. I've had it one time when the craze got real big about 5-6 years ago. Yeah, I sorely disappointed, and it could really come down to it was so hyped, but at the same time, I'm not impressed with KFC's chicken sandwiches either, to be honest with you. But the Popeyes just didn't deliver. On the second row, I'm getting rid of Churches. I agree with Chris, man. Most of the time, McDonald's chicken sandwiches are pretty good. They're not as good as Burger King's elongated hot ones with the hot mayonnaise sandwiches, but they hit the spot when they need to. And I don't feel like Churches really did. It was like a lot of crust and no chicken inside, and it just wasn't. It was a big thick crust. And I get it; it saves a lot of money, and people like the crust, but. It's not chicken if it's just crust. Just call it crust and move on. On the bottom row, I assume I would get rid of the Wingstop. I've heard very good things about Raising Cane's, although I've not had it. I've not had the Wingstop either, so I'll get rid of Wingstop just because I hear Raising Cane's is very good, even though I don't think I've ever even seen one in real life, to be honest with you.
We got one. We got one in Nashville. I've eaten there twice. The sauce is the best thing about the place. The chicken is far overrated, but the sauce is really, really good. I'd take the sauce from there any day and put it on any other chicken sandwich and be happy.
So,
if you guys ever get a chance, though, if the opportunity, I'm not saying go find one and drive forever to get there, but for some reason, you guys in your illustrious journeys ever stumble across a Jollibee, you need to go in there. Because if that was on there, I'd probably pick them.
You look like a Jollibee.
Yeah.
So you said something earlier, Terry. I want to address it. You said you would go to Churches and you would get their biscuits, and then you would go to KFC and get chicken. Yeah. Now, I present to you that KFC's biscuits are better than Popeyes. Or Churches.
I know. But sometimes I just want to get those honey biscuits that nowhere else really have, where it's baked into the breading.
I got you. But overall, KFC has a better biscuit, in my opinion, is all I was saying.
Yeah.
I think Bojangles has the best biscuit in the chicken business.
Well, I don't have one here in West Texas, so I have a KFC, I have a Popeyes, I have Churches, and the 3 local brands of Chicken Express, Golden Chick, and I guess Bush is shut down, so they're no longer an issue.
Although KFC is up there a close second.
We're talking about chicken biscuits, right?
I'm just talking about the plain old biscuit.
Oh, just a biscuit. Oh, yeah. Bojangle biscuits be good. But Bojangle chicken biscuits be good, too, man. Bojangles is just a fantastic restaurant. Even there's just their normal fried chicken and their macaroni and mashed potatoes and gravy and all that shit is fantastic, man. Fantastic. Yeah. Far superior to anything KFC does.
Yeah.
Far superior.
And they've changed the recipe on the KFC mac and cheese. It's not near what it was. Even just 2 years ago, it was far better.
Yeah, but Bojangles, we just had it last week. Bojangles was good.
Good as hell.
Man, Bojangles is by far my favorite chicken place.
But like I said, if you haven't had it, you have to try Slim Chickens. I fell in love with the place immediately.
The closest one I actually seen in person to me also, just like Zaxby's, is over near Houston for me.
For what? What's in Houston?
Slim Chickens.
Oh.
I haven't eaten there yet, though. I've eaten at Zaxby's because the first time I ever tried it when I was in Louisiana, I loved the place. What was it? Bojangles. They had one in Harrisonburg, Virginia. Like I said, when I was going to Maryland, so over in James Madison territory, and we were actually waiting for it to open because we were there kind of early, I guess. So I'm like, you know what? My wife wanted chicken. I'm like, all right, let's try this place.
You talking about wait. You talking about Bojangles?
Yeah.
Bojangles opens at 5 a.m. down here.
It was not open that day. Like, for some reason, it was not open early.
That's crazy. It's open like 5 to like 9 or something. 5 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on.
Dinner.
They opened up at 9 for me.
That's ass. That must be a local ordinance. Some places make you do that. You can't open till 9 because noise pollution, and you have to follow those rules. That's probably what happened there, because you can't do nothing if the city says you can't. Like, you have to abide by the rules. So, probably what was going on there. But yeah, man, Bojangles was my favorite chicken place.
So don't go to Harrisonburg, man, if you want Bojangles.
I don't plan on going there ever. West Virginia, maybe. So let's move on then.
Ooh.
Pick your favorite one. These are 5 of my most favorite movies of all time. So this is harder for me than it is for you. Or maybe not. I don't know. These may be 5 of your most favorite too. Chris, the best one.
I'm going to take my hat off for this one. I'm going to need to think.
Give me Stand By Me.
Stand By Me is a fantastic movie. It's going to be hard for me to call crazy talk on y'all, no matter what y'all pick or I pick or whatever, just because these are 5 just beautifully phenomenal movies. Terry.
I'm actually in agreement with Chris here. So remember this moment, people. That doesn't happen too often. But yeah, I got Stand By Me as well.
Look, I understand. Actually, Emily and I watched Stand By Me like 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago or something. Fantastic movie, man. Chopper, sick balls. I mean, absolutely love Stand By Me. And I completely understand why y'all picked it. It's one of my most favorite movies of all time. But this will not be a clean sweep, because there's another movie on this graphic that is in my top 3 favorite movies of all time. It's scrambling in my brain why it's not number 1 until I think about it. But anyway, top 3 movie all time for me on this graphic, The Princess Bride. Absolutely beautifully fantastic, perfect movie, perfect characters. I mean, Andre the Giant's in it.
Inconceivable.
I love The Princess Bride. One of my top 3 favorite movies, bar none, of all time. So I'm going to go with The Princess Bride here, but I love Stand By Me too. Chris, you know how the game is played.
Unfortunately, Willow has to go. It's not the type of movie that keeps me interested long term. And while watching it, I did lose focus and could not pay attention to the movie because to me, it bored me a little bit because it's not my flavor. So Willow's gone on this one.
Alrighty. Derek.
Well, I'm afraid if I say it like this, you're going to make me pick another. But I have never seen The Lost Boys yet.
What?
Do yourself a favor and watch that son of a bitch this week. Good movie.
You're not allowed to cheer for UCLA anymore until you watch The Lost Boys.
So before which one are you eliminating, Terry?
Damn it! All right, I guess I would have to go with Willow, since you're making me.
All right, so gosh, man, so y'all both pick. The problem for me here is I understand what you're saying with the wanting to lose focus with Willow, because it does kind of get all over the place at some points of the movie. But man, I just fucking love Willow, man. When I was a kid, I had cable, and that son of a bitch came on HBO, and I watched it, and like it's in my nostalgia kid mind. So, and I'm eliminating Short Circuit here. I like Johnny Five Alive. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was a good movie, but I don't think it's better than Willow, Lost Boys, Princess Bride, or Stand By Me. I don't think it holds that weight. But I love it though. Gosh, man, that was a really hard one. So y'all both chose Willow. I can't believe you need to go watch The Lost Boys, man. That's crazy.
He's not allowed to cheer for UCLA again until he watches Lost Boys. That's enough of your UCLA shit till you do that.
So,
Me, you're the one always talking Vandy shit the whole time when we're talking about something else.
So Terry, I'm gonna tell you something that's really cool that I've noticed about me and you. This is an honest story because you're just a few years younger than me. If you notice, if you go back and watch the podcast, and when it comes to culture stuff like movies, video games, music, and all that, Terry, you and I picked the same one at a 90% rate. Did you know that?
No,
you just suck up.
No.
How's that when I asked before him?
Is what I'm saying. And demographics matter. That's why you hear that all the time. But like I noticed that about us. Like when it comes to cultural things like movies, music, video games, stuff like that, you and I 90% rate. So it says to me that you have the same upbringing I did. And we had the same cultural everything. We even though you're just a few years younger, but we're real close. Mm-hmm. So the fact that you've never seen The Lost Boys just blows my mind because it was so huge back then when I was like 11, so you'd have been like 8, so it would have been really influential to you. Like it would have, oh man, you missed out on a big opportunity there, man. Like that movie's good today. It holds weight and it carries well, but like nothing like seeing it as a kid, especially when they get into that bald dude's fucking head and fucking blood comes spreading out. That shit was crazy as fuck, man. Good movie. I love that movie. Kiefer Sutherland should have got an Oscar for that movie.
Yeah.
Terry might have fit that role really well with a round, bald head.
Take off your hat, Chris.
That dude was real bald, though. That dude was shaved. So, Chris, look, check it out.
84, the biggest number we've had in a minute.
Yep, 84 people watching live. Thank you on X. So I've met a lot of really cool people on X in the past month or so. Just Chad and Hawk and Meta Brews and Jamie and all of y'all. Bears Purgatory. You guys are great. Thank you for teaching me how to do some of these things and actually use my tools and all that. My engagement's never been high. Y'all know my X has been really good for a long time now, but now it's taken off to the next level. I love producing content for it. I love the interaction there. X is by far my favorite platform. I don't care what anybody says, man. X, you can have whatever ideals you want. We don't discuss that on the show, but if you want to know what's going on in the world, uninhibited, uncensored, I'll let you make your own fucking mind up. Here's the video of it happening. X is the place to go.
It only took Terry 173 years to figure that one out. You're welcome for getting your Twitter started, Terry.
Thanks for the suggestion.
Hey, X is the place to be, Terry. Like all the big dogs, don't matter who they are on there. It is that much of an influential platform, but I love it. I love the people on there. X is far superior to everything else. So I've had an X since 2009 when it was Twitter, but really didn't get into it till about 3 years ago. But it's cool stuff. So we got one more thing here. So
You Lord, the Lord, you Lord, for Sunday. You Lord, the Lord, you Lord, for Sunday. You Lord, the Lord.
Alrighty. That was a really, really, really good show. I was really excited to do all that. I know you guys see all the new content that I'm putting out there. I'm gonna get into that a little bit with my final thoughts, but we'll get to you, Chris. Final thoughts.
Gee, I haven't given my final thought any thought of what I want to say today. Other than we stay away from politics on this show. And I'm going to stay away with politics with what I'm going to say today. But if you're turning off a Super Bowl show because of who's performing at halftime, take a good hard look at your heart. Because it's not supposed to be about that. It's supposed to be about entertainment. Watch it for the entertainment value. There's no reason to have all the division that we have in America today. And the only way it gets fixed is for people to start looking on the inside. As Andrew always says, and I'm going to quote Jelly Roll, Jesus is for everybody. You know, if Jesus can change a man like Jelly Roll while he was sitting in a 6x8 cell, and all he had was one of them little tiny pocket New Testament Bibles, and the change that has happened in that man's life, give him a chance. Look at your heart. Talk to God. Introduce yourself to Jesus. And start living right. That's about all I can say.
Already, no crazy talk there. I'll always stand. I will always stand on the side of Jesus belongs to everybody. You can go have a personal relationship with him right now. I'm not gonna get into that because it's Terry's turn, but if you ever want to talk some Jesus, man, hop on in my inbox, man. I'll talk some Jesus with you for sure. Terry.
Well, it'd be hard to repeat that performance, but I'll keep mine simple. Just hope you all are doing well. Everybody watching, everybody, my fellow co-host and Andrew here. And you all be good to each other, love one another. I know it's hard. It's easy to be a dick, but it's even harder to be a nice person. But it's well worth it in the end.
Kindness is everything. Y'all know how I feel about kindness. Chris, you follow my ex. Be kind is probably going to be one of my next tattoos across the back of my neck, where everybody can see it all the time. Kindness is the ultimate love, and love is the law. So think about that. Hold on one. Alrighty, so final thoughts, man. All this new content that I've been putting out, all this new engagement, my numbers are pumping. I'm talking about real numbers and real growth on YouTube, on TikTok, Facebook. Like really, really huge numbers on X. I'm excited, and I'm really excited about everything we're doing. I'm really excited about all of the content that's coming out. So if y'all want to go and get on there and follow me on X, USC Fan 981, that's where I do most of my damage. Chris is on my X, Terry's on my X. Even though Terry's not on there much, Chris may be on there much, but he certainly does not let his presence be known very often. You don't see a lot coming from Chris until somebody says. But anyway,
Heck, some crazy talking. It'll get me going quick.
Yeah, crazy talk, man. Get you every time. So I just want to say thank you to everybody out there in the X world. I absolutely love what we're doing. I love pumping out this content. I love seeing things go the way they need to go finally after all this time. Villain Media Network, man, I love you guys. We're really, really taking off. We put in a lot of work. Some of us did hammered in with a former group, and we were grinding then too. So this has been a pretty much a big 3-year run to get where we're at. And I just want to say I'm very appreciative to all the followers out there. Very appreciative to our people who watch the show, who engage with our content, whether it's the Golden Broom, Anchor Down, No Mercy, Football Frame of Mind. It doesn't matter which show that we have. It's just very fun. So I just want to end the show by saying thank y'all. This has been Villains, the podcast, only on the Villain Media Network. And I just want to say my final thoughts to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And as always, Matthew 24:13.